Alright, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good everywhere what time it is for you. It's 6:30 for us, and we're out here in Gold Canyon again. First half of June right now, and temperatures are getting up to 110 at the middle of the day. So surprisingly, we're the only ones out here. But I figured I'd come out here really quick and show you guys all the changes I've done to the van, all the additions, installations, etc. I got some plans for it, but we'll get to that in a minute. Enjoying the sun, buddy? So yeah, before it gets too hot, let me go ahead and get this video going here. So 2017 Ford Transit T250. I've had this thing since, what is it, Houdini? Let's call it August 2021. Picked this up, and no, it was earlier than August. It was earlier than August. But yeah, picked this up in the summer of 2021, and it was just a bare van at that point. It was just completely stripped out in the back. There's no seats, no nothing. Obviously there's no windows, nothing like that. It's just the lowest model van that you get in a high roof. So Deanie's showing you. Got some, one of the first things I did when I got this thing was get some new wheels and tires for it. So there's some generic black wheels, but then the tires are the BF Goodrich KO2s, and they are they are upsized from the original size tire on the van. And then I also had to modify the seam wells here. Just beat it back with a hammer, nothing fancy. And then in the front I had to modify the bumper a little bit here, just with a little cut right there. But yeah, no scrapes, no nothing, works great. These are the Bilstein shocks in the front with all replacement Ford Motorcraft parts. I've also installed the Sumo spring. It's like a big piece of rubber that basically sits inside the coil, and it helps with like if there's a big bump, it'll kind of absorb that a little bit more, and that helps with sway, like if it's really windy or if I'm pulling a trailer. It helps with that a lot as well. And I'll show you what it did in the back, but in the front it goes in between the coil springs. Basically it's just a big thick piece of rubber that goes up in there. Besides that, nothing too crazy up front. Didn't install a front-facing camera that I never used, so that was kind of a waste of time. Short antenna. The big antenna is kind of nasty looking. See anything else up front? What do you think, Deanie? Oh, you're getting a little too hot, huh, buddy? It's probably like 85 on the back since I left you. Nothing's really changed. Start at the top. Wii boost, cell phone reception booster, signal booster, whatever you want to call it. That actually works great. I keep it on all the time. Camera up top, I added that just replaces the third brake light and runs to a screen in the front that I'll show you later. That's worked really well. This is a Prime Design ladder, just aluminum ladder that bolts onto the side door here. Let's see if this is gonna, I might just have to flash a picture up of it, but basically that's the the Bilstein shocks in the rear, and then I also have the Sumo spring bump stops as well. Those help a lot with bouncing and stuff like that, and sway in the wind. And the trailer, I mean, towing the trailer was, I mean, it drove straight as an arrow. I'd really highly recommend the Bilstein shocks, and also the let me turn around here, the Bilstein shocks and the Sumo springs as well, especially if you're going to do a van build, and your build is going to be over, I don't know, 7,500 pounds total weight. Let me get up on top here and show you what's going up on the roof. Alright, so up top, two 210 watt solar panels. I forget the exact name, but they work out really, really well. They're pretty dirty right now, and I'm probably getting close to 250 watts of solar usually. Max Air fan. This is the deluxe, but the non-remote version. So I just have the controls that are accessible from the van. But yeah, so now that I've showed the exterior, let me show you the interior. Before we get inside, obviously I installed a bug wall screen on the sliding door. Yeah, this works great. Just has zippers on the side if you want to roll up the whole thing, but I really like it because it has the magnet, so you can just, you know, get it really quick and it pops it back out. That's perfect. This is the new floor that I installed. Before it was just plywood on top, and I was gonna put this linoleum, the linoleum plank, but it was bowing up too much, so I ended up replacing that entire floor with a layer of XPS foam, a 1-inch XPS layer of foam, and then I topped that with 1/2-inch marine plywood. But then obviously I topped it with the linoleum plank, and obviously I was able to do front to back of the van. I just did the whole floor before I did the interior, so I didn't have to worry about doing any crazy cuts. I just did my, you know, flat cuts here and called it a day basically. Webasto Evo 40, I forget. Webasto Airtop Evo 40, something like that. Can't really see it, but it's jammed under the passenger seat, and basically what it is a gasoline fired heater. And so what it does is it's plumbed right into the gas tank on the van, and it just sucks gas right out of the tank and uses that for heat. And so this uses maybe kind of like 1/8 of a tank a night at most. Usually it's less than that. Lagoon mount comes with these two handles that allow you to loosen the leg up and tighten it, and then you're able to move it around. And if you do this with both sides, then you're able to, you know, do some crazy stuff with it. Just mounts on one of their rails. It's proprietary, so it comes with the leg and everything like that. It doesn't come with a tabletop, so you will have to get your own tabletop. This is one that I found locally in Phoenix. And yeah, this mounts to the side of the van actually, with another mount that came on Etsy as well. Looks like Deanie found something crazy outside. You alright out there, buddy? So yeah, nothing too crazy in front. Just replaced the rear camera mirror with a bigger one that connects up to the top camera that I replaced on the back. And I did a doubled in screen. It's an Android radio, so it just works like a phone basically. Dash cam up there, and let's see, anything else crazy up here? Not really. I recently added this little Bluetooth music controllers that has like pause, play, and you can change the tracks and stuff like that, because I don't have it on the wheels, so I need, you know, some controls right there when I'm just driving down the road. I don't have to like reach all the way over to the screen to touch it, or if I have Google Maps up on that. So yeah, both the seats swivel around. I didn't swivel this one around, but I'm just using it to hold Houdini's bed that would usually go up here in the front seat when it's spun around and forward. I didn't show you when I was outside, but I just have some storage down there, a couple of different things, and just a little trash bag. Fire extinguisher down there, gotta have that of course. In here is this is the bench slash my fridge storage. So under all this is my Dometic fridge freezer. It's a 95 dual zone fridge freezer. Fantastic, I love it. Up top, just a little spot for a monitor. I did have a monitor mounted up here for a while, but I have been back to Phoenix for a little bit, so I put it on a desk so I can use it inside. It's got some storage in here, projector. Thanks Jake for that one, appreciate you buddy. Got some wire storage, a fan, some magnetic clean fan. I love that thing. Some storage like winter clothes. I got a nice shirt in there that's probably what's it called to hell, folded and crinkled to hell. Some more storage down there. I got some plugs for everything. So 12 volt for the fridge. It also runs on 120, but I just used the 12 volt. And I also have the plug for where is it? There's an extension strip back there. It's plugged. This is my bed, as you can see. You know, nothing really special. So basically what it does is right now it's just kind of in chill mode, and then I have this extra cushion right here. So if the shower was here, I can move the shower curtain out of the way, and let's see, this guy right here. Just pull this little section out, and then I'm able to put the mattress piece in, and bada bing, bada bing. There you go. Got a place to sleep. And a space for Houdini, of course. These cabinets are all pretty much the same up top. Just kind of simple cabinets like that. I got some clothes storage on this side, and then towels. I got some like toiletries and medical stuff, and some food up in this one. These are just like little storage cubbies up here. So I have, you know, random stuff up here, and then little storage cubby pockets down here next to the bed. Just random stuff, you know, toiletries, soaps, all that good stuff. Yeah, works out really well. I got the Max Air fan up here like I was talking about on the roof. That works out really well. It's kind of dirty, but I do need to replace it. These lights are all controlled. The 4 lights back here are on a dimmer, so I'm able to dim the lights, you know. And then the back ones are just on a switch. So yeah, let's see, moving around. This is my kitchen pod area. So this side is a sink, you know, it works really well. It's got the hot and cold. It's a 22-gallon water tank in the back, fresh water, and then I have a 5-gallon gray on the bottom. I'll show you in a second. This is a 2-burner Dometic cooktop. This works out really well. I have a propane tank under here. I'll show you in a second. But yeah, so that works out really well for cooking. I really recommend having two burners for cooking meals, 100%. 12 volt, 120 volt up here. Moving down in the kitchen pod. So this is under the sink. Just some random, you know, storage and stuff like that. I got some random tongs, you know, pots and pans, plate, and a little wash basin to hold it all. Storage, some random stuff. This is the 5-gallon gray. So it's a flexible tank that used to be a freshwater, and I just made it a gray tank. You know how it is. It works out well, and it's just a flexible hose connection. What's up, buddy? You okay? I'm almost done. Hold on. What's up? So yeah, and then got a spare Nalgene bottle down there. I don't need to tell you what that's for. You can definitely guess what that's for. This is a camping mat that can put out and it lets the sand fall through. Gotta have the sand fall through the mat. I'm telling you, gotta have the sand fall through. Up here, so this is under the 2-burner. I just kind of left it exposed for now, but basically I got a Bosch 4-gallon electric water heater. It's a 1600 watt water heater, so you got to have a pretty good system for this, but that works really well. It uses about 800 watts to heat up from ambient, so only 30 minutes or so, not too bad. Porch storage next to it, kind of tight back there. It's where I have like the water pump and filter and stuff like that. Down here is where the toilet is. So it's a Seaflow 2.5-gallon cassette toilet. And then I also have the propane tank down there as well. There's a carbon monoxide detector. I don't know if it's going to show up right here, but that just in case there's any issues, and some more storage. What's up, bud? I'm going to show them the back really quick, all right? Superstition Mountains. Love Love these mountains growing up as a kid, seeing them all the time from Mesa. Yeah. Let me show them the back really quick. There's nothing really special on the back. So on this side, 22-gallon tank, like I said. I have all my kind of controls here. This is where I fill it up in here, and I just have my hose and nozzle to fill it up that way. I also use an inline filter, so it catches anything coming out of a hose or whatever that I'm filling it up with. And then under the tank, I just have some more storage down there: jumper cables, tire chains, another hitch, and an air compressor for filling up air in the tires. Some other safety stuff like that, boots, whatever. And then on this side is where the electrical wall is, and unfortunately it's kind of hidden back there. You can't really see it because I decided to build a storage cabinet around it. But there it all is, just kind of hiding back there. 600 amp hour Battleborn batteries, so 6 100 amp hour batteries. Like I said, on 420 watts of solar on the roof. Keeps this thing topped up pretty nicely. It's all Victron stuff, so Victron solar controller. I think it's a 50 or a 150, and then I also have an Orion DC to DC charger as well for charging from the van's alternator. That works out really well. And it's also a 2000 watt inverter from Victron as well, for inverting from the DC to AC for 120 volt power in the back. So that really concludes kind of the tour here. I do want to talk about really quick what I'm going to change about the van. First thing I'm doing is I'm replacing that max air fan. So basically what I'll do is I'm going to install a Dometic RTX 2000 air conditioner in the place of the max air fan. It fits right in the hole, so I shouldn't have to make any modifications to the hole. And it should take up just enough space on the roof where it should fit in between the solar panels, or right behind the solar panels. And just come back a little bit more. It's going to stick out more on the sides, so it may come out to about here, I think. So yeah, changing that. And while I'm up here, I'm also going to be installing Starlink, the satellite internet service from SpaceX. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount the dish on this side, and I don't know, I'll talk to you guys about that later. But yeah, more to come on the Starlink. It should go great on this side, and I'll show you how I mount it in a future video. And then, like I said, I got rid of the tire, but what I'm going to do is there's a product that allows you to have a tire and a ladder combination that's all mounted against these hinge points for the door. And so I ordered that kit. I think it's Rover Vans. But yeah, so it'll replace this ladder. So I have a ladder on this side as long as a spare tire, as well as a spare tire on this side. So that'd be great back here. And then on the interior, I think the first couple of changes I'm going to do is I really don't like where I mounted my fridge. So I'm going to make changes to that somehow. I think all I'm going to do is expose it, or maybe just put like a simple frame around it, and actually put it on a bracket so it can like slide in and out, so I don't have to lift up that lid and move those cushions every time. I don't know if I really like this cabinet for the monitors. I might get rid of it altogether and just have the monitor mounted flush against the wall or something like that. This cabinet I'll probably get rid of altogether, because what I'm going to do is change up this whole side. I'm going to remove the entire storage for the battery system, and actually reconfigure the entire battery system and mount it vertically against that back pillar back there. So the batteries will be up against the wall, and then I'll also have the electronics or the charge controllers and stuff like that mounted in front. so I can have access to it, and it'll be prettier, you know, it'll be more exposed and stuff like that. You'll be able to see it. And I'll probably end up having the bed mounted against the wall, bring it forward to like where this is, bring it forward, but have it just flat against the wall, but also able to like fold, something like that. I'll show you a picture if I can. But I'll probably end up getting rid of those cabinets as well. So I'll have to do something about storage. But basically on this side, what I'll end up doing is, this pod is not ideal. I think it's too wide. So I'm going to shorten it up a little bit. Make it so the wood or the appliances get a lot closer to the edges, and I don't have as much free space. I don't really need this much space, and it makes it kind of tight to, you know, get in the center here. And I just don't like the fit and finish on the front. I kind of did this fast so I could get going for camping this spring. So I don't really like the fit and finish, so I'll probably end up redoing this whole thing. Same type of countertop, but I don't know. We'll see what I end up doing with the bottom there. I like the cubby idea, I just don't like how the wood looks. So it's not, you know, I sanded it, it's fine, but besides that. So yeah, so that'll replace this the kitchen pod. But I think what I'll end up doing is, since I'll have space on this side, is I'll reconfigure where the water storage is, and I'll end up having an extension of a desk. I don't know, we'll see what ends up happening, but I do want a desk on this side that I can actually sit at and, you know, use my laptop and stuff like that, and have the bed down, something like that. I don't know if that's how that's really gonna work, but we'll see how that works out. I don't know, I only have a couple of weeks to do it too, so I thought I was gonna finish this build way quicker than I actually finished it. I think I wanted it done in like 3 or 4 months, and it ended up taking 8 or so. And I don't know, it's fine, it works really, really well.